Hey guys! In my video that I talked about, I'm doing like 12 videos today. So this is my first time filming. All my stuff was piling up. And I'm like, I want to wait until I move, which it won't take more than like 2 months because we're restoring my grandma's house just yesterday, a couple weeks ago. And she's the only person that's owned that house. And, my mom grew up there. I grew up there. And my son goes over there all the time. So we wanted to keep the house in the family. And it's something I can afford. So we're in the process of peeling off 30-year-old wallpaper and scrubbing off 40 years of cigarette smoke. So I'm in the process of doing that on top of working 7 nights a week, midnight. Um, with that being said, all of my hauls, all of my stuff was starting to pile up. Ipsy bags, monthly bags, everything that. So all these videos I wanted to get done. I'm like, okay, let's just get them done in one night and call it night and stop letting stuff pile up. So that is why I'm wearing the same thing. I have the same makeup on in all of these first like 12 videos because we're doing it in one night. Just get it done. But in my eBay video that I had hauled a little bit of stuff and told you about, I had talked about getting like ripped off, if you will, um, on like Too Faced and Urban Decay palettes. I have 3 of them here. I have Naked Basics by Urban Decay. I have the Naked One palette by Urban Decay and the Too Faced Chocolate Fun. Now, if you're looking at these look real. They absolutely look real. They are absolutely fake. Now, I did not pay the real price on these. Give me one second. I did not pay the real price on these, $50 or whatever they may be. Not at all. Not even close. Naked Basics was $4. Chocolate bar was 13. I want to say 13 again for Naked One palette. But just be aware that there are the fakes out there. Girls at Sephora are trained to know what the fakes look like if you bring them in. So if you have a question, those girls are so great. At least mine are. I love them, and I know them personally because I work with them. But even the people that they don't know personally, they're just friendly and so wonderful and so nice, and they will help you with whatever whatever you need. So if you have a question, take it in there. Whether it's this palette, any of these 3 palettes, a different palette, you just think that you got ripped off or whatever, and you just like, can I compare? Can I check it out? You cannot return it and exchange it for one of their palettes if you got a bad palette, and they are trained to notice what's bad and that. So don't try to go rip them off and say, I bought this and I don't like it. Can I get my money back? Or can I change it out? It broke. Whatever. It's not going to happen. They're going to know. And I would never suggest you guys do that. But if you do have a question, say, look, I'm just wondering if this is real. Just take it in there. They'll tell you. But we'll start off with our Naked Basics. This is our Naked Basics palette. The first one is Venus, and we have Foxy, Walk of Shame, Naked to Faint, and Crave. And they are just not even, maybe a little close, but not at all. These are all extremely, the 4 lightest shades are so extremely light, you can't do anything with. And here's my problem. They are just like that dusty, chalky, cakey powder. It has no buttery smoothness to it at all. It literally just like powders up on your skin. I tried using every primer I have. I've tried using, I don't have the NYX Milk Jumbo Pencil. I have the same thing, just the white one in the LA Colors. It's the same thing, works exactly the same. It's like $1 at Dollar General. It's like $1 or $2. I have 2 of those. I've been using that. It does not stick. I have to use an e.l.f. smudge pot. I use my Elsa one. I use my Elsa or it's Frozen, so I think it's Elsa or something like that is the name. Elsa's drunk. To try to get any color to stick. I mean, even the black is garbage. I mean, you can't even really. That's me rubbing it like a bunch of times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can't even pick up good color off of that. I'm gonna try to use it. This was like $4 and some change. If I throw it away, good riddance. Sorry. If I throw it away, I'm not gonna cry over it. Faint is a little more of a buttery texture, but it's just that thick powder. You can't do anything with it. It has so much fallout when you get this paint out. It's powder everywhere, right? I'm not even lying to you. It's ridiculous. I kind of knew going into it that it probably wasn't real because it was $4. But I was like, oh, if it is real, hey, that's a steal. If it's fake, okay, we'll see if we can work with it. No, we can't work with this. I'm trying to give it some love, and I'm trying to be patient. And it's not messing up. I have a magnet on the back. I actually hang up. I'll take a picture for you guys, okay? I take pizza pans from Family Dollar. They have really good pizza pans there. And I spray paint them, and I hang them on my wall with the 3M Velcro tape stuff that sticks. It holds like 20 pounds. And then I put magnets on the back of most of my compacts, and I just stick them up there, and they're on my wall next to me here. I'll take a picture one day so you guys can see it, and I'll, post it in here. But that's how I store so much of my makeup. Because if I'm the type of person, if I don't see it, I forget that I have it, and then I don't use it. And then I go back and throw it away because, hey, I haven't used it in a year. But it's not that I don't love it. If I don't see it, I don't use it. So I have to see it. So that's how I do that. So that was my Naked Basics from Urban Decay. And it says Urban Decay on it. It says Naked Basics. I can't see the back now because I had that hung up with the magnet. But it acts as though it's the real package. Now this is where I got thrown off a little bit. Too Faced Chocolate Bar. It has a little sheet in here that names the colors that are exactly like the colors are supposed to be. See if I can do this without having her reflecting. It says chocolate bar on it. I don't know if you can see that. It does say chocolate bar on it. This is. I'm gonna do this. I'm covering. I don't want the mirror. It's gonna reflect that light that's right behind you. Okay, so this is the actual palette colors. They are a very. I thought it was close when I looked at pictures, and then I took it into Sephora, and I'm like, not even close. Not even close. I like this soft pink down here, but it's like, I don't know if you can see. It's like balling up, and again, it's real powdery. Some of these aren't real powdery though, but this pink, that's like a highlight shade is, this is a better quality than that Naked Basics palette eyeshadow that I just showed you. This one does have better quality. For my grandma's funeral, I was wearing this dark burgundy color down here. I was trying to wear this pink, light pink color right here, and like this color. And I ended up not being able to get the pigments I needed out of it. It just wasn't working for me. So I ended up taking a Wet n Wild palette and trying to find some colors that were similar and going over it. And it was just like, it's already a bad day for me. I don't want to sit here and screw with this eyeshadow and try to get it to work for me. So I don't know. I'm a little more hesitant to throw this one away than the Naked Basics because Naked Basics is like $4.88. This is like $13 and some change. I'm a little like, okay, we're gonna try to make this work. We're gonna do what we can. If I have to scrape these little pans and make it into a loose powder eyeshadow and get it right and use it by all freaking means, we're gonna do it. Okay? We're gonna get our $13 off before we toss it. Now these say, indulge your cravings for the chocolate with 16 antioxidant-rich cocoa powders infused with matte shimmer shades. Okay, blah, blah, blah. It says what the Too Faced palette says on the back of it, except for in here somewhere. This one. I think it's this one. It has a typo. Something is misspelled. I can't remember what it is or where it is, but something in here is misspelled on the back, and I was like, okay. It even says 2014 Too Faced Cosmetics LLC, all rights reserved, blah, 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 but there was something in here that was absolutely misspelled, and I'm like, okay, I know. I'm like, maybe I got it cheap because they packaged a whole bunch of these and caught them misspelling and then just like sold them super cheap to somebody and then they're selling them super cheap. No, no, not at all. And the other ones, the chocolate bars have like cocoa in them and they smell chocolatey. This doesn't at all. Not even close. So it's a dud. Now, my Naked palette, it looks just like a Naked palette. Comes with the brush and everything. I took out, I think the brushes out and put them in a jar. I think this one's a little bit closer. A little bit closer. I'm trying to be positive. It's a little closer. It's not quite half baked. Half baked is not even close. Like, that's not even half baked. But this one is closer, and these colors work a lot better. They are a lot more buttery. They are not as powdery. Let me swatch a couple for you. Ooh, maybe I lied. No, that one's still kind of buttery, even though it fell apart on me. Okay, so I got 3 colors right there. We're gonna do them. Yeah, these still have like a lot of powder. Like you can see like chunks of powder. I mean, swatching too long or whatever. But these are more workable. I'm not really comparing it to the Naked palette, but I mean, I like the colors that are in here, and this one does actually work as an eyeshadow palette. I don't have to sit there and fight with it like I do the other palettes. I want to say that one was like 12 or 13 too. That's not bad though. I can actually use that one pretty well, to be honest. So that one's a more realistic palette, but it's still a knockoff. So with that being said, just be careful. If it looks like it's a knockoff, if it is priced like it's a knockoff, it's probably a knockoff. And I tried to compare, and now here's the problem with these things. The pictures that they had on there show the actual Naked palette, show the actual Too Faced palette. It shows the actual palette. So I was like, oh, okay. And then I get the package, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then the colors are a little off. So just be careful. Use caution. I'm not going to dispute them because they were so cheap, and I'm just not going to go through that time. Then you have to pay to ship them back or whatever. If you are paying $50-something and you get a knockoff, dispute it. That's ridiculous. But otherwise, I'm not going to worry about it. I probably end up throwing 1 to 2 of those palettes away. I will keep my fake Naked palette because it is close. So I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to use it and kind of get as much out of it as I can. I'm really struggling with my chocolate bar. The Naked Basics one, I'm just giving up on. There's just no way. I'm trying, but it's just not working. It's not working. So, just be careful, okay? And I will talk to you guys later.